The Javan Tiger is alive! After not being seen since the 1970s, a tiger hair was found in Java. Learn all about the struggles of island wildlife and how you can help save the Javan Tiger. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm Animal Boy and welcome to Amazing Animal News, the show that brings you happy news about animals! You all know what a hot take is, right? It is where a person, or animal boy, gives an unpopular opinion, like this. Hey guys, I dip my banana into my Cheerios, and I like it! I say, banish them! Banish! Sure. Well, what I'm about to say is a cold take. Maybe the coldest take known to man. It is so cold that if you go to Antarctica and you tell penguins this take, they would be like, oh my gosh, that's the warmest thing we've ever heard. And they would probably also be like, why is some guy talking to birds in the middle of nowhere? Okay, here goes nothing. Island wildlife is the best kind of wildlife! Each island acts as its own isolated ecosystem, causing the animals that live there to evolve into completely unique species. That's how you get places like Australia, the Galapagos, and Madagascar to have completely unique animals. Even here in Puppetaria. I don't think I've ever said this in a video, but Puppetaria is an island chain. That's why we all look like we're made of felt and foam. It's how we evolved. Wait, why did you think we look like this? Despite the utter greatness that is island wildlife, these animals have a higher rate of extinction, aka they go extinct easier than other animals. Take, for example, the dodo bird. It was only found on the island of Mauritius. When European colonizers came, they hunted the dodo birds, and they also introduced dogs and rats and cats, who also hunted the dodo birds. And the dodos, they did not have the population nor the area needed to survive such an invasion. And today, no more dodos. Well, apart from Bill. A more recent example of an island animal going extinct is the Javan Tiger. They were a smaller subspecies of tiger found only on the Southeast Asian island of Java. And when I say they were smallish, I mean that by tiger standards. They were still over 300 pounds and 8 feet long. Would that be small to, say, a 900-pound Siberian tiger? Probably. Would it be small to any of us? Probably not. Life was not all frosted flakes for these tigers, though. With the rise of mass agriculture and industrialism during the 19th, 20th, and 21st centuries, Java experienced a lot of deforestation. Plus, the tigers were also being hunted as pests for killing livestock, and that eventually led to the last Javan tiger being seen in the 1970s, and them officially going extinct in 2008. If this was a normal animal, that's where the story would end. It would end right there. It would stop. It would be like, okay, so the Javan tiger joins the mammoth, the T-Rex, and that armadillo that got to the size of a minivan with extinct animals. But we are talking about today, and since we're talking about it, you know that a positive twisty twist is about to happen! It all started back in 2019. Javan conservationist Raipa Yanor Fajar and his 4 friends, who for the life of me I could not find the name of, so I'm gonna call them Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and Fred, they were all celebrating Javan Independence Day, when all of a sudden, they heard rustling from the nearby plantation. They quickly went to the plantation, and what they saw was astonishing! They saw a Javan tiger! They saw a Javan tiger! They saw one! Granted, they ran into the woods shortly after, but they saw one! 5 people saw one! That really validates the sighting for me. Like, if you had one friend, and they told you, hey, I saw Stacy drinking hot sauce last period. You wouldn't believe them, so what? It's just one person. But then if 5 people told you they saw Stacy drinking hot sauce last period, Stacy, you've got explaining to do. Fajar contacted researcher Kali Rakasasiwu, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, I could not find out how to pronounce it online. She arrived at the scene 10 days later, And apart from finding some claws and some tracks, she found this single hair of a single cat, potentially, on a single fence. How did she find a single hair? There are days where I can't find my computer and it's always right there. How did she find that? That is mighty impressive, my friend. Mighty impressive indeed. She brought the hair back to the National Research and Innovation Agency of Java to have it undergo extensive DNA testing. You see, even if this hair was from a big cat, it wouldn't mean it was from a Javan tiger, since Javan leopards still live on the island and are the cause of many misidentifications. They also had to get some other tiger subspecies DNA just to compare with to make sure, like, hey, were you Sumatran tiger, or you Bengal tiger, or you Siberian tiger? Were any of you guys vacationing in Java at this time? And lastly, they gathered a century-year-old Javan pelt of a Javan tiger from the Javan Museum of Bogar. They now had everything they need to start testing. They had the pelt, they had the equipment, they had the different DNA, they had the all-powerful hair. And they strapped themselves in for 4 rigorous years of sciencing to determine if the Javan tiger was still alive. After 4 years of carefully collecting and testing DNA, they learned the top 3 most likely candidates to have dropped this hair. Coming in at 3rd place with a score of 96.87%, we have the Bengal tiger. Then at 2nd place with a score of 97.06%, a different island tiger, we have the Sumatran tiger. And at number 1 with the closest matching score is the Javan tiger. It lives, it lives, it lives. You hear that wall snake, you hear that word ocean, you hear that lab, you hear that computer, you hear that YouTuber, it lives. I think I lost my voice from that one. Yep, that's better. This is so awesome! But I do have one question. How is this tiger in such a populated area? I mean, it was found on a plantation after all. It had been evading scientists for 50 years and all this time it's been living the farmer's life, yay-haw? Well, there's a completely valid explanation for this. Back in 2019, Java was experiencing a massive drought. It was possible that this tiger was going outside its normal range to look for food and water. And if it hadn't gone outside its range, then it would not have left behind that single hair that proved Javan tigers still exist. Who knew such a hair could leave such an impact? We now go over to Tazzen and Weird Owl, who have written a song about tigers.
Rising up right from her feet in the night on Java Day. Not a langur and ain't no parakeet. She's a beast that people have denied.
These 5 dudes came, she went on defense and hit her back running away. There's a little something that was left on that fence by a cat that shouldn't be alive.
It's the hair of a tiger. It was found at a site that's problematic, but we'll bring it up later. She's the last known survivor of her species tonight, and all our evidence is the hair of the tiger. Wait, is there another verse? Grabbing a writing ink pen.
Gosh dang it, man, I knew we should have rehearsed.
Hey dude, what's this song about again?
It's the hair of the tiger.
You remembered?
That's right. We almost forgot it, but we brought it up later. She's the last known survivor of her species tonight, and all our evidence is the hair of the tiger.
hair of the tiger. The hair of the tiger.
Bravo! Bravo! That's certain to win the best cat hair related song at the Emmys, guys. It is super amazing that Javan Tiger survived until 2019. But we don't know if they survived past that. Remember, this hair sample was taken 4 years ago. Tigers have a maximum lifespan of 15 years in the wild, so a little more than a fourth of his life has passed since this hair sample was taken. We don't know if this tiger is still alive, nor if there are any more. Every day, the chances of the Javan Tiger still being around become slimmer and slimmer. The same thing that threatens orangutans, pygmy elephants, and my hopes and dreams of becoming Mowgli also threatens the Javan Tiger. Remember how I said that this magical hair was found on a plantation? Well, this was a palm oil plantation. Palm oil is found in everything from bread to cookies to shampoo. And that's a perfect dinner. So then why do I have this tone as if I'm to foretell something negative? Palm oil is a massive cause of deforestation. On the neighboring island of Borneo, it has caused the clearing of nearly half of its jungles. Think about that. Half of the jungles of this yellow book right here, half of the jungles that all of these animals live in, are gone because of palm oil. It's quite possible that the Javan Tiger's last home could have been, or already has been, cleared due to palm oil, causing it to go extinct a second time. It might seem like all hope is lost, but there is something you can do, something I can do, something we can do to help save the Javan Tiger. If you plan on purchasing a product, first off, check to see if it has any palm oil. And if it does, check to see if it has this RSPO logo. This logo is reserved for things made with sustainably made palm oil that won't cause any more deforestation. Palm oil that saves the tigers, the elephants, the rhinos, and the leopards, and the monkeys, and the pangolins, and the crocodiles. It saves everyone. It saves you and me and the jungles. It saves the world. I think I actually lost my voice that time. One sec. Moo. Yay! Yep. Okay, I'm better. Have a good day, and remember folks, if you like this video, then you'll love this one, where we talk about the population boom of Asiatic lions. And yes, there are lions in Asia. See ya!